Welcome to another episode of I'm Overwhelmed. Now what? I'm your host, Kendall Kennedy, and I'm overwhelmed. This show is created for those who have everything on their plate, take on all the responsibility. You are all things to all people, yet you probably don't prioritize yourself. You forget about you because you're too busy doing everything for everyone. This show's for you. Here we teach self-care, we emphasize hydrating and staying moisturized. We talk about how you can take care of you. I'm a self-care advocate, and I'm here to help you and me get just a little better every day. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you've been around for a bit. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're choosing to make it a good day. Come on in. Go find you some water if you don't have it already. We're going to hydrate and get comfortable together. This episode for me is powered by green tea and country peach, along with some water that I added lime to, because I need something in my water in order for me to drink it and not leave half a bottle sitting around. I will drink a little bit of plain water, but if I add a cucumber or if I put just anything in it, the chances of me finishing it increase drastically. I want you to hydrate as I hydrate while we get through this episode. I don't know about you all, but I am doing the best I can to show up daily, fight the good fight, and keep moving. I'm realizing fighting the good fight means doing a better job of prioritizing, canceling, saying no, and delaying my agreeance to things. I feel like my default is, okay, I'll do it. Sure, I'll come. I'd love to help. It's innately in me to want to help. I love helping others. I like getting things done. To be of service to people makes me feel good. When someone says, oh, we're having this event, or I need you to do this, or this has to get done, I'm inclined to say, okay, I'll do it. But I've intentionally started delaying my responses. Instead of just being the yes person, I've started to pause and intentionally reflect and remember all that I have on my plate. Consider, is there someone else I can delegate or inform about this so that they can do it? Or is this I just don't have the capacity to do? No is okay. I can is okay. Realizing that everything doesn't have to be done by me is okay. That's something I'm working on. And so I hope that helps you all, because that realization, it really hit home. It was really real for me. I got that thought, that whole process from going away, stepping away, taking 2 weeks off, and resetting. I don't think I could have paused, reflected, and did all the rethinking life that I did while I was still in the midst of everything. I needed that time away. I needed my husband to make me go away. I didn't want to go. My dad is in a rehab facility. There's so many things, but I knew I needed to go. And it's one of those instances where I allowed him to lead and I went. Begrudgingly, I went. But I was so happy that I did and I listened. I felt like things became clearer while I was away and out of the struggle for a moment. I was able to wake up before the sun daily, watch the sunrise, meditate, pray, be still, and listen. Those 2 weeks of reflection reminded me that the joy of the Lord truly is my strength. And I will not take a single day for granted or wasted. Everything happens for a reason. I was reminded that what's to come is better than what's been. And all the things that I've went through, I truly believe are preparing me for what's to come, and that I will be better when I get there. All of the challenges because of everything that has happened, what I thought wasn't great, what I didn't like, and all the twists, turns, and unplanned things, it's all working together for my good. That's something I was reminded of when I stepped away. Things got clearer when I got out of the weeds, and it allowed me to see the bigger picture from a higher perspective. I spent time reading, journaling, questioning everything on my plate, clarifying my purpose, where I wanted to go, what I needed to walk away from, and where I needed to create more discipline and routines in my life. The hardest part for me was acknowledging the areas or the items where I needed to ask for help. I love being a resource for others. I love being able to help others, but I struggle with asking for help for myself. I have so many great business ideas and things that I want to execute, plans I've made, business plans I've written, but the execution is where they typically meet their demise or where it becomes dormant. And so I realized that to move forward, I need to ask for help. Those moments and that clarity, the realizations that I had while I was away left me so grateful that I listened, that I stepped away, that I made time to reflect, reset, and repurpose some things. It was a shift that I needed. And it made me realize that it was time for a mindset change, to get away from worry and doubt, to walk away from living in a lack mindset and to shift to an attitude of abundance, gratefulness, and gratitude. This episode is a reflection of my time away, the lessons I learned, research I did, and I wanted to bring it to you in hopes of sharing all that I've learned and praying that it helps someone else. So that rabbit hole reflection that was literally supposed to be a couple sentences, I say that part to tell you, step away. Even if you have to do a staycation, even if all you can do is a day, a few hours, go somewhere, find a Groupon, a sale, get away, make plans, even if you have to do it in advance. Plan to find time for you to just sit in quiet, or maybe you like to sit in noise. Do something just for you where you can get away, reset, and rethink and look at things differently. Resetting is required. Resting is required. Reflecting is required. If you need help shifting into, this episode is called Attitude of Gratitude. If you need a precursor, like a pre-workout for getting there mentally, I invite you to go listen to the episode, I think it's before this, the last episode called Giving Yourself Grace, or run back the whole season. Every episode I create is to help you become a better version of yourself, a little bit at a time. Small steps so you can get just a little bit better. So if you need a primer to help shift your mindset and start walking into an attitude of gratitude and living a life of gratefulness, start with the previous episode. Mindset shifts and using a different lens are key to evolving into the best version of you. Life gets better. It can get better. Hell, at this point, it must get better. So let's get ready to think differently and embrace an attitude of gratitude. It is something that can truly rewire your brain, heal your heart, and help you restore hope. So without further ado, and any more of my rabbit-holing thoughts, welcome to Season 1, Episode 9, Living with an Attitude of Gratitude. let's take a few breaths, hydrate, and get started. And get warm. I think this is a good space to do our breathing exercises. I have a new breathing exercise for this episode. Your girl found something new, and I'm excited. I loved it. It worked really good for me, so let me go on and give it to you. Imagine jazz hands. You can't see them, but I absolutely did the jazz hands. All right, let's open our minds to being reflective and listening to understand. I realize I never threw that out there before. In order to take in all that I am offering to you, you have to be willing to be open, reflective, and listen to understand, which isn't always easy to do. Today's breathing moment will be a little different from our norm. While I give you the instructions of how this is going to work, I want you to shake out your arms and shoulders, roll those shoulders a little bit, loosen them up, give your neck a few rolls side to side, sit up straight, do what feels good to you, and let me give you the rundown. This time for our breathing exercise, as you breathe out, I need you to allow yourself to slouch. So push the air out, and then you're going to allow your chin to tuck in to your chest, and you're going to do the slouching. So all the air is coming out as you're slouching at the same time. Then when it's time to breathe in, you're going to push out all the negativity, push out all the stress, the drama of the day, but push it all out and slouch. Like you're giving up, just let it go. Okay? Then when it's time to breathe in, we're going to picture, and the thought is going to be, don't do this yet because I'm still giving instructions. I ain't got time for y'all to be over there passing out and dying on me. Just don't. You're supposed to be rolling your shoulders and shaking out your arms. Stay focused, okay? All right. So we breathed out, negativity gone, we slouching, okay? So when it's time to breathe in, we're going to breathe in fresh air, new life, new hope and possibilities, right? And to do that, you're going to breathe it in, and then as you're breathing in slowly, you are going to sit up, straighten your back, relax square your shoulders, bring your head up high, and we are going to sit in the newness of life and in gratitude for all that we have and the goodness of God. We gonna sit it all up, and that's how you inhale, and you gonna hold it for a few seconds. And just to make sure we got out all the negativity, we gonna breathe out again, and we gonna go back to that slouch. Because sometimes you gotta do an extra cleansing of air. Sometimes it didn't get out the first time. It may be deep in you. So we gonna breathe out one more time, and then we're gonna sit back up and own all the good and gratefulness and gratitude as you sit up, and we're going to adjust our crown. All right? So 2 times. That's how this works. Slouch, push out all the negative and bad. We're breathing in new life, and we're owning it all. Okay? All right, time to try it. Okay. I want you to take a normal breath in and out, and then prepare to make the next exhale is when you're going to go and push it all out and go into your slouch. So let's breathe out. Push all the negativity. We're letting it all go. Push it back out, neck into your chest. And when you're ready, breathe in. And as you inhale that new air, we're inhaling new life. We're inhaling hopes and dreams. And then we're going to hold all that good in, all that fresh air we just took in. Just in case we left anything in there from the bad in the past, we're going to breathe that back out. And exhale down, back into our slouch where we are releasing the rest of it that we need to let go of, because some of us are hard-headed and it's still some of that we got to get rid of. All right, and breathe in. We are sitting in tall or standing wherever you are, and we're owning this moment. We're owning the good that's to come. If you need to do that a few more times, feel free to pause. I hope that felt good for you. Okay. Hydrate, and then we'll get into this episode. Now that we're hydrated, let's start with a few facts. This first segment is the science behind gratitude and mental health. Two things that I feel very strongly about. First fact, gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it changes your brain. Neuroscientific studies show that regular gratitude practices increase dopamine and serotonin, the two neurotransmitters that make us feel happiness and contentment. I love looking up things like this. It truly makes me happy. I am a data research nerd. The joy I get looking for this information, you just don't know. So take it in and know that I was happy to go find this and affirm it and validate. Oh, this stuff makes me super duper happy. This is where I find joy. According to a 2016 study published in Neuroimage, people who practice gratitude had a greater activation in their prefrontal cortex. That's the part of the brain associated with learning, decision making, and emotion regulation. UFC Davis found that people who kept a daily gratitude journal had 23% lower levels of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, reported better sleep, reduced inflammation, and stronger immune systems. Gratitude actually helps heal. It can heal you, improve sleep, boost your mood, and protects against depression and burnout. And when you're overwhelmed, you need every bit of gratitude you can get. If we talking about putting on the Bible says put on the whole armor of God, we're going to have to put on the whole armor of gratitude in order to make it. So we don't have to be overwhelmed. We can start being grateful. If you need a book to read, because I'm a book reader, I think I'm somewhere on 220 something for this year. A lot of it is smut and a lot of it is romance novels, but most are self-improvement, development, digging deeper into research and things like that. So here's a book that has to do with this topic. It's called Thanks: How the New Science of Gratitude Can Make You Happier by Robert Emmons, Emmons, and he's one of the leading researchers on gratitude. Cicero says gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but it is the parent of all others. A quote from Cicero says, gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but is the parent of all the others. This next segment is called Why Gratitude feels so hard when you're overwhelmed. I hit you with the data, gave you a book. Now here's some truth. Gratitude feels out of reach when your plate is full, when your energy is gone, and when you feel unseen. If you're a caregiver, parent, working, managing a household, and or doing all of those things, it might feel like one more thing to do. If I'm over here telling you, be grateful, start being grateful, that just may feel like another task to you in this moment. But here's the secret. Gratitude is not another task. It's a lens. It's a lens you can use in order to think about or consider a filter, if you will. Yes. Okay, let's backtrack that. Gratitude is a filter. I think that'll speak to more people than saying a lens. Everybody may not be familiar with using different lenses or like changing your hat or different perspectives or approaches. But I think everybody knows what a lens is, like social media lens, how you look differently. Yes, let's do that. Gratitude is a lens. Ooh, so how you see things. That is what the attitude of gratitude's about. It's not another thing. It's a filter. It's how you choose to be seen or how you choose to see things. Yes, I like that. We're going to use that one. All right? Not lens, filter. Ooh. Research from Greater Good Science at UC Berkeley found that people who practice micro gratitude, noticing the small moments, experience longer lasting positive emotions. Micro moments, it doesn't require time, money, or energy. All it asks of you is your presence. Here's an example of how you can start practicing micro gratitude and using it as your filter/lens. What made you smile today? What didn't go wrong? Who helped you? Even in a small way. Did somebody leave the quarter in the basket at the Aldi? Did a stranger smile? Did somebody let you in traffic? Start small. Micro gratitude. I find joy in speaking to others and saying hello, good morning, complimenting somebody's outfit. There is nothing like a woman telling another woman they like their shoes or that's a cute color. Those things will set somebody's day up for success every time. And even if no one's saying it to you, me saying it to someone else and then seeing them smile and how it makes them feel, that makes me feel good. I feel good when I make others feel good. So if you can't find anything to be grateful about, there's one thing, but also be grateful that you woke up this morning in the land of the living. Be grateful for life, health, and strength, the activities of your limbs, that you woke up in your right mind, breath in your body, all of those things. So if all else fails, be grateful for that. Because I guarantee you there's somebody that would love to be in your shoes. You may not think you have everything you need, but there's someone else that would love the opportunity and chance to switch places with you. So start small, find the little things, because small is where the magic is hiding. I want to give you some more practical things because I hate saying, do this, and expecting people to figure it out. I'm all about practical, not theory. Here are 5 gratitude habits that can fit into every woman's life and help to transform your outlook and shift your mindset. We are working on mindset shifts, lifestyle changes over here. Ready? Okay, there are 5. Number uno, the 3-minute morning list. This is not new. If you've heard previous episodes, you know I'm a huge person for journaling, making lists, checking them off. So here's how this one goes. Before you check your phone, don't wake up and roll over to the phone. If you gotta turn the snooze off or turn the alarm off, that's fine. Before you hit social media, your email, look at text messages, before you do any of those things, get you a notebook and a pen, put that next to wherever you're sleeping. Let that be the first thing you pick up. Write down the day, date, and 3 things you're thankful for. First thing in the morning. It doesn't have to be anything big. Remember, we're thinking small. You can be grateful for your blanket, your socks, water, coffee, wine, whatever. I don't know if we're going to wake up being grateful for wine, but you get where I'm going with this, right? If you wake up and you're grateful for wine, you might need to seek help. There may be a different reflection required. Stay focused. Let's stick to being grateful for clean water. There we go. I don't even know where that came from. Okay. It won't even take you 3 minutes to do it. 3 things. First thing in the morning. Then you can do your praying and meditating and planning for your day. But start out with gratefulness. The second gratitude practice, practicing gratitude. Attach gratitude to something you already do. And this reduces effort fatigue. So thinking about how you're grateful for a dishwasher. You're grateful for the scrub daddy. You're grateful for the kids to wash the dishes for you. You're grateful that you have the ability to do this, that, or the other. You're grateful for hot water. If you're in the shower, what are you grateful for? It's an escape from people, right? Sometimes the shower moments are like a warm balm or peace. Showers can be everything, especially on a bad day. Practice gratitude in those moments. In my car, I'm grateful that I'm by myself or that I'm driving away from these kids. Or that I'm driving to the drive-thru and I'm going to eat in the parking lot because I'm not buying anything for anybody else. Because that gets expensive, right? There are many ways you can practice gratitude, but find moments where you can just be grateful. Make it a regular thing. The third easy practice is a gratitude text once a week or when it hits you. Text somebody and let them know how they positively impacted your life. If they did something that helped you, if there was a moment that was an aha for you, let somebody know that by them speaking up or showing up or this thing you did, it helped me today. It can be as simple as that. Studies show expressing gratitude out loud boosts oxytocin, which strengthens emotional bonds and decreases stress. So try that gratitude text. Fourth thing you can do is when something goes wrong, you reframe how you think about it. Instead of thinking negatively or going immediately to doom and gloom, pause and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? And the last easy way to practice daily gratitude tip is a nightly wind down. Just like you did in the morning, before you go to bed at night, ask yourself, what went well today? This will help train your brain to scan for positive, not just problems, but to help you end your day on a good note. Frederick Keoning, I think I'm probably saying it wrong, says that happiness is not the result of getting something you don't have, but recognizing and appreciating what you do have. So I hope those 5 things are small micro moments that will help you to shift your mindset and to practice gratitude daily. Allow those 5 things to become a norm in your daily routine, and you'll be practicing having an attitude of gratitude in no time. This next segment, wait, we can't do segment. We have to hydrate. Hold on. Okay. This next segment is about shifts and real life applications. Okay, story time. Quick story. A study conducted by psychologists asked participants to write and deliver a letter of gratitude to someone they've never properly thanked. The result was an immediate increase in happiness scores that lasted for over a month. That, my friends, is the power of expressing what we often overlook. Here's another reality check for you. In a world that's conditioned women to multitask, perform, hustle, and to take everything on, gratitude is a radical act of rebellion. We're going to resist, and by any means necessary, we're going to be grateful for what we have and grateful that we are able to pause, reflect, say no, redirect, and realize that there are good things. We have great qualities, and that all things that are good and perfect come from Him, and know that we are one of those things. Allow your gratitude to shine and your gratefulness to help you move through your day. Here's another book that I highly recommend you read. It's called The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor, Achor. And this book, it does a great job in showing how practicing gratitude raises immune function, performance levels. Hell, it even increases your income. Check it out and let me know what you think. I love talking about books. Oh my God, that makes me happy. Read it. Let me know how it works for you. Here's another quote. It's not happiness that makes us grateful. It's gratefulness that makes us happy. Let that sizzle in your spirit for a moment. Okay, we are winding this episode down. So here's what do I call it? Girl, read the paper. What did I write down on this? It's a gratitude reflection. Okay. I love creating these episodes and providing ways for you to incorporate it in your life without making it too hard to do, because I know you're not going to do it. It brings me joy. Here's a gratitude reflection for you. So in your mind, the mind that is open and reflective and all the things I said earlier, right? Picture one person, one moment, or one thing that brought light to your day. This may be a good thing to do at the end of the day, or if you feel like you need a boost, let it be whenever the spirit moves you to do it. So hold that one moment, thing, person, picture in your mind. Smile. Allow yourself to smile. Let the warmth of that moment resonate and sit with you. And as you allow that moment and you allow that smile, breathe in and out with gratitude. If you need an affirmation to throw on in there, I'm going to give it to you. This is enough. I am enough. This moment matters. And for that, I am grateful. Okay. As I get ready to wrap this up, I'm going to give you some takeaways so that you can use them in your day. The episode description will have the highlights with that reflection exercise, the 5 ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily life. Here are a couple takeaways. Gratitude literally changes your brain chemistry and improves mental health. Micro gratitude is accessible to everyone, no matter how overwhelmed you feel. Simple daily shifts like journaling, reframing your thought process, using the gratitude filter or lens, and pausing can shift your entire perspective. Expressing gratitude to others builds connections and boosts emotional resilience. The last takeaway, gratitude is about presence, clarity, and finding anchors in a world that pulls us in every direction. This week, your call to action and your challenge from me to you is working on incorporating an attitude of gratitude into your daily life. Start with those 5 ways. Wake up with 3 grateful thoughts. End your day with a grateful thought and reflection on what went well. Challenge yourself to find those moments of gratitude. Make gratefulness a part of your lifestyle. Choose to operate from a heart of gratitude, a mindset of gratitude, and watch what happens. I would love for you to tag me or DM me with the hashtag overwhelmed, the number 2 grateful. So hashtag overwhelmed 2 grateful. I'll post some myself on my threads on the We Can See You Facebook page, which is my nonprofit that sponsors this podcast. And let's build a gratitude chain together. Because when you start to notice the light grows. And maybe that can help be the beginning of healing. As I get up out of here, close this episode before my house wakes up, I want you to remember, as always, we may be overwhelmed, but we are not going to stay that way. Give yourself grace. Operate with the spirit and soul of gratitude. And keep going. If this episode spoke to you, please like it. Leave a review on the podcast platform you're listening from. Help me expand my reach to others. Share this episode with women you know who are juggling a lot, need to give themselves some grace, and operate from an attitude of gratitude. Let's keep each other lifted. And if no one has told you this today, you are doing a good job. Thank you for all you do. I'll see you on the next episode.